This is Matt 1033, Chapter 3, Section 3, Functions. Still dealing with functions. This is graphing linear functions. There's going to be very little whiteboard here because what I'm going to do is just go through the concepts and the example problems in the book. Alright, so first of all, we're doing this first equation. We have here y equals 2x. Now notice I put a plus 0 because I'm putting it in slope-intercept form. My slope is my 2, and because it's a plus 0, my y-intercept is 0. So, they're doing an input-output table. We can do it by graphing with this slope-intercept. First thing I'm going to plot is my y-intercept, which is 0 here. And then what I'm going to do is my slope. Remember, slope is always a fraction. So 2 is 2 over 1. Because it's positive, it means I go up 2 and over to the right 1. There's my second point, draw my line. So remember what we discussed in the previous chapter. When we have a slope, okay, the slope is y over x. So if I have a positive slope, it's a positive y, positive x. So I go up and to the right. If I have a negative slope, it's a negative y with a positive x. So I go down and to the right. Alright, so here's example 2. In example 2, we still have the same equation, 2x plus 0. But now they give us 2x plus 1. Alright, so what happens here is we've already graphed the 2x plus 0. This is that line right there. 2x plus 1, we have a y-intercept of 1. We go up 2 and over 1. There's our second point, and there we go. Now remember, equations that have the same slope but a different y-intercept are considered to be parallel. That's going to become important later on in this chapter, or this section. Alright, we come over here. This is example 3. And this is a pretty easy question if you know what it's asking. It says find the y-intercept of the graph of each equation. Well, if you notice, both of the equations are in slope-intercept form. So this is my y-intercept. But I don't put y equals 3/7. That would be a horizontal line at 3/7. What I have to do is put it as an ordered pair. Remember, y-intercept has 0 for x and then the number for the y. So even though the equation says plus 3/7, the y-intercept is 0, 3/7. And if I ask you to find a y-intercept, I would expect to see it in ordered pair form. Same thing here. The y-intercept is negative 3.2. So we write it as parentheses 0, negative 3.2. Do not forget this. This is example problem 4 in your textbook on page 149. It says you have the standard form of the equation 3x plus 4y equals negative 12. Remember, standard form is where an x and y are on the same side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take standard form and I'm going to subtract the 3x over, then divide by 4, and now I'm in slope-intercept form. I've got y equals negative 3/4 x minus 3. Well, again, we're going to graph by the slope-intercept form of the equation. My y-intercept is negative 3. So I'm going to come down on the y-axis, negative 3. Remember, it's 0, negative 3. From that negative 3, I got to move my slope, which is negative 3 over 4. So the negative 3 tells me to go down 3 and then over to the right 4. There's my second point. Draw my line. I'm done. The next one we have here is we have example problem 6. Now, anytime you see x equals a number, first of all, that means it's a vertical line going through that number on the x-axis. So this is what we have here. There's 2 on the x-axis, vertical line going through it. X equals a number, vertical line. Couple of things. Anytime I have x equals a number, the slope is undefined. Okay, undefined. Also, the ordered pairs for a vertical line, all the x's are the same. And we'll talk about the slope more later, okay? But for right now, you need to know x equals a number, vertical line going through that number on the x-axis. All the ordered pairs are going to have the same x. Same situation with y equals a number. Only the line is horizontal going through that y on the y-axis. So in this particular equation here, we got y equals -3. So we're going to go down to -3 on the y-axis, draw our horizontal line. Anytime we have y equals -3, the slope is 0. That's because all the y's in the ordered pairs are the same. So if it says y equals -3, all the y's in the ordered pairs are -3. And again, like I said, we'll talk about slope later.